Greetings, mortals, and welcome. Please present your tickets for validation. Thank you. Your existence has been acknowledged, and you have been granted access every Thursday and Friday. You will be accompanying your guides, Krista and Brandy, along with a world-renowned guest. They will be exploring an intriguing tendril of what humans refer to as reality each week, as they strive to advance you further down the path to the truths of your physical earth and what lies on the other side. Remember to please keep your hands and feet in the vehicle at all times, and do not exit until the craft has come to a complete stop.
Hey, 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 happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy freaking Friday.
There you go. We all made it to the end of the week.
Oh my goodness, you're not kidding.
Yeah.
It is the abyss between Christmas and New Year's.
Yes.
That's all I got to say.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
It is.
You know,
Yeah.
it's that specific time where you don't know what day it is, what time it is, you know.
Mhm.
It's crazy. I it's like this every year. It's like this. I'm like, okay.
You know
I
what
always
though?
complete track.
Like now I'm to the point. So Christmas is over. Love Christmas. New Year's, I could take it or leave it, honestly, because I don't go out and party anymore.
Mhm.
So I am like ready now for, let's say, like March for some nice warmer days. Just skip through January and February and move on into March.
Well, I'm looking forward to March because we have this. We're going down to San Antonio.
We are.
Yes.
We are.
Yes, we absolutely are. So if anyone would like to know, March 29th, we're going to be in Schertz, Texas, right near San Antonio. We're going to be at the Lone Star Paracon put on by the Kling brothers, and we're super excited. We had a great time last year. We're looking forward to another great year, and unfortunately, it will be its last.
I know. I'm sad.
What?
Yeah, it will be its last year.
They are retiring, officially retiring this year.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Man, it just got really ramped up. Yes, last year.
I thought it did too. I was like, oh my gosh, they're going to get one of these, you know, these huge paracons going. That's what I thought. I'm like, oh my goodness. I said,
Is that
next
a
thing you
great
know, it's going to
turnout?
be like 3-4 days, like the old Michigan paracon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So unfortunately, yeah, but you know, they are two of the OGs in the paranormal. They've been around for a long, long time. So,
Yeah.
you know, you got to hand it to them. They stuck it out for a long time. So it's, you know, I'm glad they can retire and, you know, young enough and still do something. So yeah, I'm
absolutely.
for both.
And I
Yeah,
thought
they're
not
going to be
retiring from
retiring. Yeah.
investigating, are they? They're going to still do investigations, or are they just dropping it all?
No, they're dropping it all. After
Wow.
this year, they're committed to everything that they have committed to for this year, and starting our 2025, shall I say, and then
Right.
2026, they're done. They're not doing any paranormal. They're not their podcasts. They're shutting down. They're shutting everything down. Their Patreon, everything.
Wow.
Right. Yeah. They have other business adventures that have nothing to do with the paranormal that they want to,
Good.
you know,
Mhm.
take on. So they're going to do that instead. Well, I don't blame them.
No,
Not at all.
Because
Nope.
we all know the paranormal and encrypted communities pay nothing. We're broke.
I have.
We're broke
Well,
people.
anyway, I have. Of course, I had a shirt that says, "I have a retirement plan. My plan is to find Bigfoot." And but I am, you know, and I'm about 8 to 10 years away from retirement.
Mhm.
And honestly, I'm going to, my plan is to travel, you know, and a lot of it is going to revolve around going here and doing, a speaking gig, going here and doing a speaking gig. That's what I'm going to do. That's the plan. And so
That works.
I don't see myself retiring from this, unless something drastic happens and,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. It would have to be pretty damn drastic. It really would.
Yeah. I think that my plan is just to keep doing what I love to do as long as I can.
Me too.
Yeah. Because I enjoy doing this.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't ever see myself quit going out in the woods at all.
Yeah.
Oh, right. No. Yeah.
That part of it will never go away because I would do that regardless.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing research or not. And I just don't see that happening for me. I see a long tenure of this stuff. I'm not one of these people that now I've told y'all before, it's like you every once in a while you kind of get beat down. We've all had that time, and it's like, gosh, I'm done with it,
Mm-hmm. No, I hear you.
But luckily, and again, I pat ourselves on the back. We have such a great group, tight knit group.
Yep.
And I know we all look happy and we get along on the shows, but don't get us wrong, guys. We get sideways. We do. We butt heads. But the thing about it is, it's like we get it done, we get it out of our system, and all is forgiven. And we move on.
Mm-hmm.
We get over it. Because I mean, it's just that's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think there's a group out there that is not related in some way, like a family. I don't, blood related. I don't think anybody, any paranormal group or whatever you want to call us can say that with as many people as we have involved.
Right.
Because we don't all, what's crazy is we don't all have the same views on this stuff.
Nope.
There's a lot of us that we almost have 180 views on a lot of the stuff that we investigate, but we use it as a tool. We don't use it as a source of tension.
Yeah. Cause here's the thing, what is my encounter, my experience might be totally different than your experience, and neither one's wrong,
Right. Exactly. And I think that has went a long way with us, and it's just, I guess what I'm saying is, since we're doing the whole kind of New Year's theme tonight, and y'all, you look back, part of it is you look back and you decide what you talk about what you're thankful for. Y'all are what I'm one of the things I'm very thankful for. I just want to say thank you for sticking with me, because sometimes I'm not the easiest person.
Thank you. Yep.
Oh, shucks.
Y'all do. If I know I don't always say it, but y'all mean a lot to me.
Well,
thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
And it's kind of like I have taken on the term the Island of Misfit Toys from you, Tex. Yeah, there we are.
Yeah. And what do y'all? And a lot of y'all may not know. You see Gary Spike Sr. in the chat. He is a part of our. He's not in front of the camera a lot. Every once in a while he'll come on. Every once in a blue moon, but
he's always in our chats.
He's always in our chats, but he's always out in the field with me. Always out in the field with me. He's one of our trackers, and he's me and him have different views of this stuff, but it helps us when we're out there.
Right.
And we even butted heads one time, but it was over real quick. Because it was out of respect. And that's the big thing. I think that's the biggest thing out of our group. We have immense respect for one another.
Yep, absolutely.
And
we can all, one thing that we can all do, yes, to you all, we're friends, but we're really, really close on the backside. We all know personal things about each other, and it stays with us. So we truly are like, a misfit family.
We are what would you call it now? A blended family? Is that what they're calling
There
it
you
now?
go. That's a proper term.
Yeah.
Yeah,
are
we're functionally dysfunctional.
yeah,
There
there
you
you go. There
There
you
you go,
go.
Brandy.
You know, but I mean, in bringing it on into, you know, next year, it'll still all be the same way. Nothing like that is ever going to change. What brings me into our topic for tonight, sort of,
Mhm.
that Krista brought up to me last night, and she's like, "Hey, you know, why don't we talk about New Year's myths and things that they say, you know, on New Year's?" And I thought, you know, I've heard of some of the ones that she brought up to me, and I'm like, yeah, I've heard that, but do I pay attention to them? No. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Maybe next year will be better if I don't do some of these things that Krista said that you shouldn't do.
You know, Jack's found some pretty good ones too. So yeah.
Right. So I'm super excited to hear them, to see
Mhm.
if I've heard of more of these. And I don't know, maybe I'll be just like cuddled up in a corner all day New Year's Day, you know, not
Yeah,
doing
don't
anything.
move. Don't open your windows. Don't eat a freaking grape or whatever it is. I don't know. We'll get to that one.
Yeah.
Something about grapes. That's all I know.
Yeah, don't eat a grape.
Yeah. There's something about grapes that we will talk about. I read it. On the internet, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, before we get started, though, we added another special guest. Do you want to talk about
Oh
that?
my gosh, you guys, this is going to be fantastic. It's not only did we add another guest, we added on another portion to our whole conference. It's a whole new portion, and we're super excited about it. If anybody watched the show last night, you know, we had Chris Garantano on, and we were discussing his documentary film and all of the stuff that he was talking about, and you know, all of that stuff. If you didn't watch it last night, go back and watch it. It's very interesting. Well, we added Chris.
We did.
Yes,
He's
we
coming
added him.
from Florida to be special guest. And yeah.
Yes.
So, Brandy, yeah.
So this is the deal, guys. So you know how we have the meet and greet, you know, and that was going to be from about 6 to 8 on Friday evening, and you know, you can meet all of us at the front porch crew, and then you know, all of our speakers and our guests, and but Chris is going to bring his film with him, and he's going to give us a special viewing from 8 to 10 on Friday night, so you will get to see that for free.
Yep. If you've bought the meet and greet for the Friday night, you're part
You got
of it.
an extra added tag on for free.
Oh, nice.
We're gonna let you view all of that. And I decided I'm gonna make some popcorn, and we're gonna have some sodas, and we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time.
What we need to do is look, and I should have, I mean, this is behind the scenes, y'all, sorry, but we'll have to look into renting one of those big popcorn machines.
Yeah, maybe somebody's got one. Maybe we can find somebody in the area in Richmond that may have one.
Yeah,
I can put Kathy and Aaron right on it.
Exactly. We might be able to find one. If not, you're gonna have to put up with my popcorn, everybody. I'm so sorry about it.
Make that good movie house popcorn.
Right.
Yep. So anyway, it's going to be fun. It's really shaping up that, you know, there's a lot of special guests that are coming that, you know, we have the main speaker lineup. That's not going to change. We're not adding anybody to the speakers.
No.
However, the special guests, you know, they're good friends of ours, and these people, you know, we like them and we want to promote what they do. And so we want the public to also, you know, get a chance to talk to them one-on-one. So yes, like Ken Gerhardt, he's not going to be speaking. However, he's going to be there. You can talk to him. He's going to have books to sell, you know, same with the rest of the special guests. So anyway, that was kind of our thinking. And I will tell you, we have quite a few invites out for people to added people. So as we get confirmation, we will announce them.
Right. And they will be vendors also.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you know,
And vendors is free to get into also. So, yeah. So yes, you can come and meet Brent Thomas from Paranormal Portal for free if you just want to
Right.
come and check out the vendor row.
Exactly.
Yeah, 'cause
So I mean, it's
plus
shaping
all
right
the
up.
speakers are going to have tables.
All the
Yes.
You
speakers
know,
tables.
so
Yep.
I mean,
Well,
you get
Yep.
rub elbows with all the speakers, rub elbows with all the special guests. You can do all that for free.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. Yep. So it's going to be a good time. It really is. And that's our whole point of why, yes, of course we like doing this and it's something, we like raising money and helping with different, organizations. However, we like to have fun too. And so everybody I think that we've chosen to come and speak, they're a lot of fun.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. And like I said, these people are also our friends, and that and that helps us out tremendously.
Mhm.
So I mean, it's just a fantastic time. Everybody wants it to be a success. Friends and
Yep.
friends we call family, and everybody wants us to be a success, and it's just going to be a great time. So that's just another reason to get your tickets, people.
That's right.
That's another reason. So
There you
remember, September 19th and 20th of 2025 in the Eagleton in Richmond, Missouri. The link is posted in by Mr. Gary Spikes himself. It is in chat. You can get that. And Gary, if you could post that at the top of our chat, I'd really appreciate that.
Yeah, if you can share it, I'll pin it. Share it one more time if you would, please.
Right. And then we only have 2 tickets left for the Saturday night ghost hunt. So make sure if you want those, get them now. They're not going to last. It's just not 2 more. We're not opening up any more spots because we're completely full. And we have plenty of spots available for Friday night and Saturday night. And now Friday night with our extra bonus, that's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
And if you would like to be a vendor or know somebody who would also like to be a vendor, we still have a lot of vendor spots available. So just hit that link and it'll take you to the information you need to know.
Yeah. And honestly, if we're not, where you have to be just strictly all paranormal vendor or whatever. If you're a podcaster, if you make hand stuff, if you sell Avon, we don't care. Come on. All vendors are welcome.
Exactly. Or if you sell hats, just hats.
Yeah, we don't care.
I'm really interested. I'm super interested.
That's too funny. So I'm trying to pin Gary's thing here and it keeps taking, there, now we can pin it. Okay. So thank you, Gary, for sharing that. And it's pinned at the top if anybody is interested in the conference. So
there you go.
Come and see us because and I know we've said it, but literally the whole Porch crew will be there. Everybody,
everybody
coming, Donny Cho's coming. I mean, like everybody is coming. So
let's see if we can rattle them all off here. So you got us 3, you got Donny Cho, you got Danielle, you got Jason, Randy, BMR,
Paul,
Monica.
I think that's it. That's 10 of us.
Everybody?
I think that's 10. Yeah, that's everybody.
God, we almost have a dozen people involved in this. What are we thinking?
I don't know. One thing that we haven't been mentioning. One thing is we need to mention that we haven't, and we need to start doing this for everybody. Is Mary Lynn is going to have a gallery reading.
Yep.
So if you're interested in any type of psychic readings or anything like that, she is going to do a whole entire gallery reading. So that's going to be fantastic. You can also purchase those tickets at the link as well. I mean, it's just fantastic. We're going to also have Danielle, who is going to be there. She may be doing some readings. I don't know exactly if she's going to be doing tarot or whatever type of reading she's going to be doing. We have Dana Stricker, who is a fantastic psychic medium, is going to be doing it there, and she will be doing them all day long as well. We've got a lot going on. We
We absolutely do.
Mr. Finch.
Hey, Jason.
Glad you flew in today.
Also, this conference is being sponsored. I don't want to forget our sponsors because we definitely appreciate them both.
Yes.
And one is Mary Lynn, Para with the Normal, and the other one is Doug Highcheck from Monster Quest.
Yes.
So we appreciate them both very, very much.
You guys rock.
Yeah, very much so. Now, did we forget anything or anybody? I don't think we did.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think
it's
so.
so hard to, we got so much going on. It's just like,
There is. And I try to keep it straight in my head and I start talking and then Krista kind of like, puts the little two cents in that I missed. So it works out well when there's two people,
Yes. Poncho says, I'll be modeling full body pantyhose and kilts.
Hey. Absolutely. You could have your own workshop there on how to make them.
There you go. Poncho.
How to put them on right.
well, he says he's modeling, so, and I hear he works cheap. So
Gary says that he'll have some walking sticks too. So he'll
there
have
you
some
go.
for sale too.
There you go. There's more. I mean, we're talking like right now, just with speakers and special guests, we're talking like 15 something tables right now, just the vendors, 15.
No, sister, I'll change. We have actually 27
Of speakers and
vendors and special guests.
oh no, not regular vendors. I'm just talking about speakers and us with just that alone.
Yeah.
We've got a bunch. So it's going to be worth your while to come on out.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. So, and we're always a good time. Let me tell you guys, just saying.
Right.
Yeah,
There you go.
I guarantee you we're going to have a good time. I don't go anywhere and not have a good time. I'm just
That's
saying.
right. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm sorry for anybody that I'm going to offend right now. I'm just
Oh, Tex, you don't do that. That's hilarious.
Brandy,
Sorry.
I've been in public with you more than you have.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
So yes, Poncho, Danielle Diva will be there. Yes.
Yeah. She'll be. Me and her are actually sharing a table, and because our book will be out, our true crime book. I am working on getting. Man, I hope I can get my book out by then. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. It's a book about the whole event, not just me. It involves the whole team and a lot of other people too. But it's the trail from over the last 8 years that from me really getting into this up until the time that we found the handprints.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of the trail to the, it's the prince to the prince type thing. And I have no idea what I'm going to name it. But it's the journey with all the cryptid and paranormal encounters and meeting all the people and getting involved in, other people in my life and all that kind of stuff. And the culmination is, pulling arguably some of the best, physical evidence of these things out of the field.
Yeah.
Right.
And, so. Yeah,
So your book will be out by the time of the conference.
I'm trying. I'm going to try to have it done. So hopefully, but the true crime book will be out. So. Yeah.
Awesome. Good deal. So we have spent almost 30 minutes talking on conference. So.
Well, not. There was just a minute or two where, I had to laugh.
Yeah. Do you guys have New Year's resolutions?
Resolutions?
Yeah. Do you guys make New Year's resolutions?
No.
I don't.
I don't either.
To me, I used to, but it's like, I don't know. It's like that's a New Year's resolution kind of turned into being something you're telling yourself you're not going to accomplish.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. I think my only New Year's resolution is to do better than I did this year.
Mhm.
Make next year better. Whatever it takes, make next year better, even if it's just a little bit. I just need it a little bit better than this last year.
Yeah.
So-
I just heard a thing on the radio that said that by the second Friday of January, most people have ruined their New Year's resolutions anyway by then. So by
Right.
the second Friday in January, that's it.
Yeah, okay. I believe it 100%. I mean, because, you get these grand ideas and then all of a sudden you figure out, hey, maybe I went way too far with this. Maybe
Right.
that's just too much for me to handle. And, and the willpower, you have to have that.
Right.
And, yeah. And I call it the winter blues. I do. I call it the winter blues because in the wintertime, it's so dreary a lot of the time, and you just want to stay inside. You don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
And I think that kills a lot of resolutions right off the bat. It just kills it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've
maybe
done
we should
some
have like
past,
June
but-
or July resolutions.
Yeah.
June or July resolutions.
You
I
know,
have never went through with a resolution ever.
I don't think
I don't think I've ever made one.
Mm-mm. I have, but I've never stuck to them.
Exactly. Hey, you know what? Going back to the members of our team, we have an even dozen.
We have what?
We have an even dozen.
Uh-oh.
That's scary.
Yeah, we forgot two of them.
Who'd we forget?
Brent and Greg.
Brent and Greg.
I mean, but they pretty much, they're pretty much staples now for some reason. I don't know where they came from. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
It's a good thing we like them.
I know, right?
I know.
Or it's a good thing.
Yeah, I got to tell this story because it happened last night. And Greg, Greg Ogles, he gets in there and chat and he starts chatting with everybody. And then you got to watch it because if you're playing with him and he's playing with you, he will time you out on purpose and then laugh about it.
Yeah.
He did that last night. I said, Greg, stop timing people out. He goes, but you just can't say that. And I think the word was barf or something. I just laughed. I'm like, yes, you can.
You can say noise all you want, but you draw the line at barf. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't say that. So I'm like, Greg, and he put the laughing emojis up and everything. And I'm like,
He's hilarious.
oh,
I want to give a quick shout out real quick too. Hellbent Huller is in chats, and I just want to tell everybody, if you guys have not subscribed to their channel, go and do that. They are out in the field all the time, and they put out some great content. So please,
yes, great evidence too, and the topics are always top notch. So
Absolutely.
oh,
So yeah, we have another visitor.
another one. Oh my gosh, look at there.
I just had to pop in for a little bit.
Yeah, well, good. We're actually just ready to start with the topic finally.
I
after
was
30 minutes.
listening. I was listening very intently, I might add. Really quickly on the New Year's resolutions, never done it, never will. Don't believe in it. All I say is this: comes January 1st, I just try to do things differently. That's all. That's all you need to do.
Right. Just make it a little bit better. Just learn from the past year's mistake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's it.
The New Year's resolution is a promise that none of us ever keep, and it's ridiculous.
That's right, because life always
Seriously,
gets in the way.
do you know anybody that's kept a New Year's resolution? Does anybody know anybody who has kept a New Year's resolution? I know I haven't.
I don't.
Like I said, I maybe made a couple back way many moons ago. I said, hell with that. After 2 days, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I always, my thing was always, I'm January 1st, I'm quitting smoking. You know, that was my big thing. Well, I didn't quit January 1st. I quit February 23rd of this year and have not picked it up since. So honestly, like resolutions don't work for me.
I think that the word should be just set new goals for the new year.
Right.
That's a better way to look at it, I think.
Absolutely.
Well, so why don't you dive into what are we supposed to do or not supposed to do according to these myths or old wives' tales on New Year's Day? What? Please tell me.
Okay. Well, one thing that you are supposed to do is open your doors and windows. Every door and window in your house, when it turns midnight, you're supposed to have them open. It's supposed to let the old out and the new come in.
Okay, so I happen to have windows that don't open. Well, will I get like, will I get in trouble because I can't open them?
The window police will be showing up. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. How about if I just open up a window in every room and a door?
If they don't open, how are you going to open up a window?
Well, I can open up a window in every room, but there are some windows that I do have shut for a reason.
Well, I would think you could open up the accessible windows. Let's put it that way.
Yes. Okay. All right. See, that works. That I can do that. Accessible windows. Open up accessible windows.
I'm surprised
I'm
surprised that this doesn't go a step further. And maybe being paranormal folks, we can take it a step further. Open up all your windows and doors and sage.
Well, yeah, you could do that. But you know what, though? I want to take it a step further even because, like, we could all use a few extra bucks, right? So it said that if you wear polka dots, it's supposed to, the Chinese believe that it's supposed to bring you financial goodness. So guess what? I'm going to try polka dots on New Year's Eve.
Well, is that the Chinese New Year or is that our New Year?
It's our New Year.
There's my sage.
It's to attract financial prosperity.
Because I mean, if it's the Chinese New Year, I can do. Maybe we should just wear polka dot on both days and cover all our bases.
It's New Year's Eve, so I'm just saying we need to all wear polka dots. I don't even know if I have polka dots. I might have to go buy something.
I don't have polka dots.
Well, Walmart trip.
If that's the case, do underwear count?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Just asking for a friend.
Why wouldn't they?
Anything with polka dots counts.
Exactly. Polka dotted underwear. I was asking for a friend.
Itsy bitty teeny weeny polka dot bikini. I mean,
There you go. That's it.
Yeah. So why not? No, Brandy, this is what you need. Okay. So it says red underwear. So you need red polka dot underwear. Red is a symbol of prosperity, and it was worn on the Roman New Year. So
I'm gonna have to go buy some.
Wearing red also it helps with prosperity. So you need red polka dot.
Red polka dot underwear. I gotta go find them tomorrow.
Yep. and literally the red is the underwear thing.
So you want one from Denmark?
What's that?
You want one from Denmark?
Yeah.
A traditional New Year's Eve superstition in Denmark is to jump off of a sofa or a chair as the clock strikes midnight. It's considered good luck if you jump and bad luck if you don't. So
what kind of luck is it if you jump off and break an ankle or something?
I don't know.
You better not be jumping.
Since I don't have to worry about kissing a significant other on New Year's Eve, I definitely can jump off a couch.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Here you go. And Brandy, this is for you. and BMR, y'all are the single ones. In this Irish superstition, there you go. People hoping to find a romantic partner place a sprig of mistletoe under their pillow before they fall asleep on New Year's Eve. Legend has it that it will cause you to dream of your future spouse.
Interesting.
Interesting text.
Why don't you guys try it and report back to us?
There you
No.
go.
I don't.
I'm to the point now I wouldn't know what to feed it, so I'm out. I'm out.
I love it.
I'm way too busy to give my attentions to a significant other.
That's right. You could just go with my excuse. I wouldn't know what to feed it.
Yeah, there you go.
You know,
So now here's a weird one. Another Irish one.
Okay.
It is to bang a loaf of bread against the walls around your family home. The act is said to drive away evil spirits while simultaneously inviting the good luck in.
Interesting.
Bread. Just a whole loaf. So we can go to the store and get one. And
So you just got to bang a loaf of bread around?
Yeah,
Okay,
just
so-
bang it on the
so-
wall.
so let me get this straight. So this is what I've got so far. New Year's Eve, I've got to be in my red polka dotted underwear, jumping off a couch while banging bread all over the walls in my home.
Yeah, that's just so far. Okay, so
That's-
people live.
I'm going to be busy. I better take a nap.
That's hilarious.
banging bread all along your walls.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to be busy.
Does it specify fresh bakery bread, or
Fresh
can you waste
bread.
it on some stale bread?
It does say it's a good excuse to make a loaf of Irish soda bread.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Very interesting.
And then, Krista, you were talking about grapes earlier.
Yeah, I got to find it.
Well,
It's
I
on-
found the
Okay.
grape.
All right, you talk about it.
Okay, it's in Spain. Okay,
Okay.
and it's meant to bring you. It is meant to bring you good luck for the year ahead. Eat 12 grapes at midnight, one for every month.
Okay. Interesting.
This has started to become difficult because, I mean,
Right.
Now Brandy has to eat grapes. Hey, thanks,
now I
Rob.
have to eat. Yeah, thank you, Rob. So now I have to eat grapes in my red polka dotted underwear while jumping off a couch and beating bread on my walls.
You sure do.
Now, see, this is one I really, really like. I'm down with this one. This one's easy. Okay. And yeah, I'm down with this one. Don't clean the house.
I saw that.
That'll be
No
easy.
Yeah.
sweeping. No sweeping on New Year's Day.
Don't clean anything. Dishes, laundry, anything is what this is. Just don't clean.
Well,
the house.
that'll be,
That won't
I'm down.
Now,
I have
that's
kids.
for just for one day tax. Is that what it is?
yes.
I guess. Yeah, I'm
Just for
guessing
New Year's
it's
Day.
Yeah,
Day.
I'm down with that.
I think that
Do-
I'm guessing that one came over from. I'm just hungover. I don't feel like cleaning the house. It's good luck.
Now, Krista and everybody else. Anyway, this question for everybody: do you have a certain custom or thing you do on New Year's Day that signifies good luck? If you do this, what do you and your family do?
The only thing that I will say I don't do, I don't take my Christmas tree down before New Year's because they say that is bad luck. So
Uh-huh.
usually New Year's weekend, that weekend after, I'm taking my tree down.
Yeah, Brandy, you said New Year's Day tradition. What you do on New Year's Day as a tradition?
Mhm.
I don't have a New Year's Day tradition. But I'm kind of with Krista where New Year's Day I just loaf around the house and do absolutely nothing. Except for this next Wednesday, I got a show New Year's Day.
Mhm.
First time ever. But outside of that, I usually take down my Christmas stuff January 2nd. New Year's Day, I do nothing. because you guys know me, I've said it ad nauseum. Tex hates when I say nauseum. I dig Christmas. So my decorations go up Thanksgiving and they come down the 2nd and I move on.
Gotcha.
But I don't have
Oh,
any
no.
tradition. I have no tradition though.
Hey, Donny.
So
Hey.
we have a few that we do.
Uh-huh.
One is the Christmas tree. We leave it up till after New Year's.
Huh?
Yeah.
Number 2 is we eat collard greens and black-eyed peas.
Somebody else said that. I actually started that. Yes.
Oh wow, really?
Heard that too.
Yes, my family is definitely black-eyed peas. Even if it's just a spoonful, you have to have some.
Yeah.
I don't care if you have to plug your nose or what. I personally like them, so it doesn't bother
I
me.
do too.
But if you don't like them, just plug your nose and just get it down.
So what is the legend behind the black-eyed peas?
Black-eyed peas brings you good luck, and collard greens brings you money.
And Paradox Fossil says hog jowl. It's like bacon.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that one too. I cannot personally.
But then
If you
listen to this though. Listen to this. Walter says, don't eat chicken. If you do, you will scratch for money all year. No chicken on New Year's Day.
No chicken.
Yeah, we eat
no,
pork. We
definitely.
Well,
Yeah.
that saves me in my red polka dotted underwear not to eat chicken.
Yeah, I will say I probably don't eat anything on New Year's Day, at least in the last decade.
Yeah.
Traditionally, on New Year's Eve, I go out early for steak dinner about 4:00. Then I go home, and I pretty much do nothing.
Yep. So Donnie, what do people in afar do
Yeah.
special things for
People from afar,
from afar? Do they do
From a
special
far,
things?
far away
far,
land.
far away.
Yeah.
I know in Korea they say they're not supposed to sleep on New Year's Eve.
Really? At
Yeah,
all?
At all.
Oh, crazy.
Oh.
Because if you do, your eyebrows turn white.
Is that what happened? Oh my God.
All I gotta say is my eyebrows
Oh
are
my
black.
God.
You know what I do on New Year's? Not sleep.
Now,
Hey, I just
Brandy.
real quick, I
Brand-
just came. Oh, sorry.
Now, I'd say Brandy, my niece, has her own business. She will give you permanent brown eyebrows for the rest of your life if you like. Just give me a call.
You know, I've never had eyebrows. I've never had them.
Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
so I'm not going to be on the whole time. I'm probably just going to go after a bit. I came on for 3 things. One, to wish everyone happy holidays and happy New Year formally.
Thank you.
Tex and I missed you on Christmas and Christmas Eve. We were just kind of two dudes just kind of trying to figure out what to do with ourselves. So nice to finally see you guys again.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, but it was fun. We had a bunch of people come on and we just kind of goofed around. It was cool.
Good job.
But the other thing was I think I figured out New Year's resolutions, guys.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
I figured out the trick.
No.
Okay. So the reason why no one ever does New Year's resolutions is not because people don't have the will. It's because they oftentimes forget. Because think about it. If it's June, right? And someone were to ask you, hey, what'd you do? Hey, Crystal, what'd you do for New Year's? You have to stop and think about it.
Sure.
Right. It's not something we think about because we just mentally, we're just not there. Right. We forget about it, which is fine.
Right.
The trick to New Year's resolutions is it's got to be something that you can start and finish within a month.
Oh, yeah.
Because January's still fresh. It's got to be like a goal that you can finish by the end of January. That's trick number 1. Or trick number 2, it's got to be something you've already started like a couple months ago. And then New Year's time, it's like positive reinforcement. Right.
So do you have any New Year's goals yourself?
Yeah, I cracked my iPhone for the screen for the first time in my life, and I was so angry with myself. So my New Year's resolution is by the time January's done, I will get that phone fixed. You guys believe in me? Do you guys believe I can do
I
it?
do.
I
Not only is
Do you
the
have faith
necessity-
in me?
I do. You
Yeah.
know, not only is it a necessity, I mean, it is
I just needed people, my friends, to cheer me on in this endeavor of mine. It's going to
I
truly
am
change my
cheering you on.
life.
It will.
It will.
And I thank you that you're behind me and supporting me as my friends.
There you go. Well, you know
Thank
what?
you.
Listen here. Paradox Fossil says iPhone repair kits on eBay. There you go.
There
It
you
will
go,
be done,
Donnie.
guys. My phone screen will be fixed. And thank you for your support.
Absolutely.
Go,
Absolutely.
Donnie.
Okay. So the other thing is, I just wanted to make sure, hey, ladies, Krista and Brandy, you're coming on my show tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Just wanted to make
Yes.
sure. Okay.
Yes.
So my topic tomorrow, guys, is the paranormal TV tier list, because in a lot of these shows that we do, we often reference some famous paranormal shows like Dead Files and Ghost Adventures. And I figured, you know what? Let's do it. Let's finally put them in a tier list. Which
Let's
ones
do it.
suck? Which ones do we think are good?
Okay.
Let's just do it once and for all.
We
Sounds
could
like-
do that with paranormal movies too. You
No,
know what I
I
mean?
want to do specifically paranormal TV reality
TV
shows.
Okay, so I'll write out a list because there is an extensive list.
You need to
that
send me a
they-
list, ladies, so I could set up the
Okay.
tier list. Hey, gentlemen, Rob and Tex, do you guys watch a lot of paranormal reality TV shows? You want to hop in on this one?
I used to.
I have not been quite. The only paranormal show that I watch is what's the name of it? The Blondes
You
and
watch
Boots.
Expedition
It's
X.
called The
The
Blondes
Blondes
and
and
Boots.
Boots.
Oh, no. What about cable shows? What about Travel Channel shows?
Well, he does watch Expedition X. You've told me you
I
did.
do watch Expedition X as
Okay.
far as cable TV goes. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, you got all kinds like the uh, let me think, Paranormal State, and you've got
Dead Files.
So many.
the
There's so
Dead-
many.
the Dead Files,
Yeah,
the
there's-
you know,
Well,
Kindred
it-
Spirits. You've got so
Yeah.
many.
if I
The
may
original Ghost
interject
Hunters.
really quickly, isn't that it? Krista, you were telling me the Paranormal Files has 1 million subscribers.
He does. Call
Or
him
the-
Bill.
Is that
Yes.
it's on YouTube?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he-
I
he-
just finally subscribed. That I'm going to have to take a look at.
Well, I
he
mean,
puts
Mr.
out some
Balin's got a
great-
buttload. He does a
Yeah.
lot of paranormal stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's got
Yeah.
a
But-
boatload.
but not only does he do paranormal, he does true crime.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Monica on because I know Monica's watched a bunch of those shows. See, the problem is I haven't watched like most of those shows, so I need people who have watched most of them.
Oh,
That's
well,
why I need
Brandy,
your help,
right here.
ladies. I need
So
your
you
help.
just want to kick back direct traffic.
I want to finalize a list, a ranking. Which ones suck? Which ones are meh meh? Or which ones are like awesome, can't miss?
Okay.
Okay,
I think
I
that's
do
think we
that.
can handle that because there's
can
there's
do
there's
it.
some that
like I
are
said,
awful.
All right. With that, guys, I'm signing out. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Friday evening. Happy
You're
holidays.
welcome to stay.
happy
Donny.
holidays.
Oh no, I'm cool. I kind of want to just sit back and watch.
Okay. Sounds good.
I like to watch sometimes, you know.
Thank you, Kelly.
All right. Bye.
See ya.
Kelly,
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you. Thanks everybody for giving great super chats. It's awesome. Thank you.
Yep. Appreciate
So I
everything.
got something else for you, Brandy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So far you got to wear red polka dot underwear, bang bread on the wall, jump off of a chair while eating black-eyed
And eat-
peas
And
And
great.
12 grapes. 12
and
grapes.
collard greens and 12 grapes.
Right.
Okay. We're going to add to this that you need to carry a suitcase around for at least a few minutes. You need to carry an empty suitcase around your house for at least a few minutes.
Okay, now is this before I start banging the bread or while I'm eating my grapes?
It just says you can carry an empty suitcase around your house for a few minutes. That's all it says. It's not specific. So
And what's the reasoning?
it is seen as setting yourself up for adventures in the new year.
Yeah.
Oh, very
We
nice.
get enough
Oh
of those.
God, yeah, okay, that'll be the first thing I do. That's it. And then I'm gonna fill it with red polka dotted underwear.
There you go. And
Yeah.
then you can sell it.
We
And
can,
be
we
sure.
can market it. We can market it.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a market for that, believe it or not. I won't even go there. You need to make a lot of noise at midnight.
Oh,
Okay.
Everybody needs to make a lot of noise at midnight. You know the noisemakers, the horns, and
yeah.
know,
Right. Yep. Yeah.
And
fireworks too. Because It drives away, it scares away the evil spirits and welcomes the positive ones, the good ones in.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll be screaming like a banshee while I'm jumping off furniture in my red polka dotted underwear while banging bread with 12 grapes and eating collard greens and
And
Black eyed peas.
Brandy, one more thing is if you fall off the furniture when you're jumping and you hurt yourself, do not cry. because
Exactly.
It said you should not be miserable on that day and you should not cry because that depression will follow you into the years to come.
Yep.
So whatever you do, suck it up, sister.
You know, that's right, Brandy. Suck it up. Suck it up, Brandy. Here's now that Tex makes mention of that, as far as jumping up and down and banging the bread on the walls, there's also one that I heard that people started years ago, which I remember my mom and dad did this, and they actually did do this like when I was a kid. They were like in their late 20s. They would go outside New Year's Eve and they would take pots and pans, go on the porch, and they would start banging their pots and pans.
Wow.
Together. I remember that. And then, a couple years later, me and my brother joined them. And then that kind of dissipated. And it turned into just going to the Chinese restaurant.
Okay. So I can also carry around a pot and like a wooden spoon and just beat that too while I'm eating and drinking and jumping off of furniture in my underwear.
And you can, and another thing is when you're doing that, when you get done doing that in your house, you need to walk around your neighborhood and smash dishes against the front door of your friends and family.
Oh boy.
Well, Krista's gonna be a long day walk.
Yeah, they won't do that.
I used to do.
Be sure. Don't forget to drop a scoop of ice cream on the ground at the stroke of midnight.
Well, you know what I used to do, Tex, and not up until like a decade ago. I used to take toilet paper and go around my best buddy that I hate's house and toilet paper his house and his cars until, of course, everybody got the I actually don't have it myself. The thing where when someone walks up to your door, there's a camera on everyone's front porch now.
Yeah.
What's that called?
Ding dong ditch.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
The ring?
It's a system where it's tied into your phone, and every time it goes by your house, you see something. And it was the ringer thing or whatever. And now it captures porch pirates. And I didn't know he had it. I did not know he had it until he got like 2 years ago. So I did the toilet paper thing 2 years ago. I'm in my 50s, you guys. I toilet papered his car 2 years ago. And then I got a call. You a-hole, Rob. I saw you. How'd you see me? Oh, I got that door thing now, Rob. I busted you. I'm like, oh, great. That's how you learned about it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Too funny. Yeah, everybody has a ring door camera.
Okay, I don't have one. So.
Hey, Brandy, don't forget to put mistletoe under your pillow so you'll have a dream about who your next spouse.
Yeah.
Well, Donny said I couldn't sleep. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not supposed to sleep. It's going to be one heck of a night, people. Maybe it would be like I should put on like a GoPro on my head.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So everybody can see what I'm doing. I don't know.
So I found out why you're supposed to eat pork.
Okay.
So pork was believed to bring good luck because the pig roots forward for its food, as opposed to the backward scratching of an animal like a chicken.
Okay, that makes sense now. Okay.
Yeah. Also, you're supposed to hang a lemon up in your front door, and that also wards off evil spirits for the year.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, well.
We got a lot to do.
Now I gotta go buy a lemon.
Yeah.
Is it your front door? Or is it the door mostly used? I mean, because I always have this problem when people say that,
I would say front door because, that's what most I would think.
Well, it's on the front and side door. If you're
Well, it
talking
says doorway. So maybe, you know what? Just cover it. Just do all the doors.
Do all the
There you go.
doors. Okay.
You're covered then.
So, and really quickly, I got a couple of things I have to run and do. I wanted to come on because for a couple of reasons, just come on. So I love your show, of course. I knew Tex would be here. The lovely Kristen Brandy. But I seen that the topic was myths, mysteries, and legends. And then I was listening in a little earlier. And we're talking about the things for New Year's Eve or January 1st.
Mm-hmm.
And it reminded me of something that I wanted to tell you guys, or actually ask you both about, being from Missouri and the St. Louis vicinity. Because I heard this urban legend that actually started back into like 1950s, you guys, so relatively early, about something that started in, and it's a legend in where you live. And it was about the story about the urban legend known as Bubblehead Road. It's now St. Louis, Missouri, Bubblehead Road.
Could it be Zombie Road?
No, I'm not quite done yet. Let me continue.
I'm ready.
I don't know if it's zombie. Maybe it is Zombie Road, and you got Dogman Road now. So you got it all. I get it. Well, you coined it. I get it. But I don't know who coined this or whatever. The story is told differently, I guess, from many different people. But they say that most people that live in St. Louis have heard about this. So I said, man, it's perfect for me to ask you two about. It's on a street in North St. Louis County.
Okay.
And I think the official name of the road, write this down, Brandy. I know you got a pen in hand. Carico Road, St. Louis, Missouri. And it states that over several years, many years ago, when the settlers move in, there was an end to this road where it kind of dead ended. Now, these settlers were kind of creepy people, and they went on with years of inbreeding. Okay. Kind of the weird part about this. And so I guess the descendants, they say, developed something called water on the brain. I don't know what the medical term, there's a medical term for it today.
Yeah.
So it caused their heads to be oversized, which today we know as mongoloids. Right. So they got coined bubbleheads. And they said this is say it's a famous urban legend in northern St. Louis, Missouri. Okay.
So it's actually in Florissant, Missouri, which is North St. Louis, but it's like a little suburb of St. Louis.
Okay.
It's in Florissant. Yeah. Very cool.
So, and it goes on to say, it's an urban legend, this, that, and the other. But they said, and even today in 2024, going to 25, that there are still no trespassing signs along that end of the road. And I guess there's lots of signs miles before you even go in, trying to have people to stay away, evading people from entering. And so, and I guess people will chase you off at night. Now it gets a little, take it or believe it, wherever your mind wanders with this, and people get chased out of there. They want nobody in there.
So Brandy.
And then they also state that in the past decade, a lot of missing people, unsolved mysteries, and murders have occurred there. Many unaccounted deaths. So when I came across that, I just kind of looked it up today, you guys, when I knew I wanted to, bring some to the table for y'all. And and then it says St. Louis. I'm like, wow, it's great for the show. So there's something for you guys to investigate and look into, because apparently it's not too far from you guys.
No, actually. So my brother is a cop there in Florissant and has been for many, many years.
Mm,
So I'm going to reach out to my brother and see what he knows about it. And
yeah. Jericho Road, I think if I remember,
Yeah.
Brandy, you wrote it down. Brandy, Jericho Road.
Yep.
Yeah.
I looked,
Yeah.
I looked it up. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, check it out, I guess. I thought that was like, it was just so lucky I found it
Mhm.
today. What's going on here?
That's not a coincidence.
No, well, we don't believe in that, do we?
Nope. No.
Yeah, I mean that'll be interesting. I mean that's even show worthy almost. If we can find something on that. Absolutely.
So I'll call my brother and find out if what we can do or if we can get in there or what. Because, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And even if it's safe to get in there, because there is that human element that you never know.
Yeah.
It's borders a not so good area. A lot of people might remember back in 2016 it made world news, but when the Michael Brown and the kid that was and it started all kinds of police riots and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the area.
I did
Yeah, I
want to
remember
share
that.
that because I thought it was relevant for today's show. But as you know, I got some things I got to do. But I wanted to come on and spend a little bit of time. So I have to buzz out of here and do something. Blah blah blah. But I will see you guys tonight. They're on the Spaced Out Radio, the Blondes.
We are.
Yes, we are on Spaced Out Radio, 11 p.m.
Yes.
Central.
Go check out the booze. I'll be checking out the booze, and I'll be back with the booze and Tex and Monica Saturday night at midnight.
Tomorrow
With
night.
that being said, Happy New Year to everybody. I got to run. Love you guys. Peace, love, BMR.
See
I'm
you.
out.
Bye.
See ya. So did we talk?
I love that. Hey, because I'm out.
Yeah.
Have we talked about Neon the monster yet?
Mm.
Okay.
Oh,
So yeah, Neon the monster. It's Chinese legend. And Neon is a horned beast that comes up out of the sea to eat humans and animals once a year. Now, don't panic. Don't panic. To ward off Neon,
Okay.
you decorate your home with red paper. You eat dinner inside, and you set off firecrackers at night, and that'll ward him off.
Interesting.
so I gotta wrap my house in red paper.
Yep.
I don't. I don't live near the
Maybe you
ocean,
can
so I
wrap
think
it in
I'm
the
safe.
red underwear that you're going to be wearing. I don't know.
So there's
Maybe.
lots of red that we need for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, it sounds like.
I think red is the color.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, good luck. You're supposed to paint your front door red too.
Are you?
Yeah.
Huh.
Green or red front door. Let's see. Let me look this up.
What color is your front door, Tex?
Red.
Is it? Mine's yellow. Got a yellow front door.
So, okay. Again, in China, red front door is believed to invite good luck and happiness in the home.
Yeah.
In early American history, a red front door was a sign of a hospitable home, a place where travelers were welcome to stop and rest.
Okay. Interesting. I think a lot of these are pretty interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
how did they come about? Yeah, because
I know, right?
yeah, like who would think of eating grapes? Like, what does grapes and the 12 months have to do with each other? Or
But that does come from France. So you have to look. I guess you have to look at the country of origin.
Yeah.
But
No, I
I mean,
gotcha.
because if you look at the like the Southern tradition of black-eyed peas and collard
Mhm.
greens and rice and pork, that's what that's what the poor people had.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true. I don't know. There's a lot here. So they say crying cats. If you hear a cat crying on New Year's Eve, you should run the opposite direction because it's bringing bad omens to you. So
Well,
Brady,
Oh.
if the cat starts crying, throw it out. Throw it outside.
I will, and I'll tell you this, folks. I'm not well, I like to say I'm not real suspicious, real superstitious, superstitious, but I won't walk under a ladder.
No.
One, because it's not safe. I mean, that's just
Mhm.
bad. But that's where that
True.
comes from.
True.
But that's where that comes
Very
from.
true.
Right? Yeah. That's where that whole superstition comes from.
Mm-hmm.
I will not cross if a black cat crosses my path. I will circle the block to break that path again.
Wow.
You know what? I think Chris and I talked about that, because maybe the cat is not a bad omen. Maybe the cat is a warning. Hey, there's something bad is going to happen. So it's trying to warn you, like, hey, don't go this way.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think
I've
it's an
always
omen.
heard
I think it's like,
bad luck.
hey, I'm trying to save you here, you dummy.
I don't know. I've just always heard if a black cat crosses your path, it's bad luck, and you have to break the path.
Right.
I've had several black cats, and
I too.
they've always crossed my path, and I never noticed anything different.
Well, and I got to thinking about this. So if it's bad luck if a black cat crosses your path, is it good luck if a white cat crosses your path?
I don't know. I've had white cats too. I never noticed a difference in either.
I trip over them all just the same. It doesn't matter what color they are. But I will say I trip over more orange cats in my lifetime than I have any other color cat. I don't know what it is. I think orange cats are just a little bit more crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know that color has anything to do with them, though. I don't know.
I don't either. I mean, I've had them all different colors, and I have noticed that the orange cats are a little bit more crazy. They're a little more active, a little more playful, mischievous.
Well, looky here, Tex, Paranormal Pixie, listen to this. Says that it is a twisted pagan tradition. Black cats crossing your path is a good omen and old pagan tradition. There you go.
See, that's what I said. Maybe it's saying, hey, I'm trying to tell you, don't go this way. It's a good thing. It's like, hey, no. No.
Well, and black cats are a positive omen in Britain and Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? I like what Donny says here. He says, if a tiger crosses my path, I think today is not my lucky day.
I've never done that.
I love it. I love it. But have you ever been driving on the road and then a cat, a black cat runs out in front of your vehicle and you're like, I got to go this way.
Hey.
And you're feeling like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen now?
Right.
And you're kind of cursing the cat.
I will make the block and re-break that path and cross his path.
So maybe you need to cross it though, because maybe it is like several have said that it is good.
Maybe it's good.
I don't know. I don't know. It's going to take a lot to break that
That superstition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been doing it so long,
but I mean, walking under a ladder. No, I've never done that.
Yeah, that's just a safety thing, but that's where
Yeah.
it comes from. But
what about breaking mirrors?
I've done it.
I'm not a fan.
Me too.
I'm not a fan.
I'm not a fan either. Not because of the whole, the whatever 10 years of bad luck or whatever 7 years bad luck. It's more or less. I know I'm going to step on a piece of that I miss cleaning up. I know it. And that happened to me 2 weeks ago. My daughter broke a bowl in the kitchen. And she's like, oh, I swept it up real good, And I went back and I swept it up too. And sure enough, 2 days later, I step on a piece of that bowl and kept my foot wide open. I'm like, that figures. That figures. If there's a piece of a broken glass of any kind, I'm going to find it.
Yeah.
And I would rather step on a decent sized one and cut my foot than step on one that goes in your foot and you cannot get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
But you feel it every time you take a step.
Yep. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. What about, so did you know that This is another superstition. Trimming your nails after dark is unlucky. I don't know why. Yeah.
I've been doing it wrong all this time.
Yeah.
Well, see, you don't
Sun's
go get
gotta
your
be
man petties after sundown, folks.
Yeah. Sun's got to be up. Also, holding your breath when you pass through a cemetery is unlucky. Are you past one? Breathe. Just breathe. Don't hold your breath.
But you know, when you're going over a bridge or under a railroad trestle, what is it? Yeah, under a railroad trestle, I think you're supposed to hold your feet up off the floor of the car and hold your breath.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I remember that from when I was a kid. I don't know why. Can't remember. But I did. You know what? I talked to my brother. Me and him went out to dinner the other night, and I was asking him about, and I've tried to tell this story before, about it's about a clown and from here in Fort Worth. And I never got the story right. So I asked him about it, and he told me the story. So I finally got it right. Now this is creepy. Okay, so this clown from the circus, he was in love with this trapeze artist. Okay, and he built her this big house. Okay, and right before they were going to get married, and right before he was going to give her the house as a surprise, she dies a tragic death. Okay, so he's so just distraught over this that he kills himself in the house. Okay, and the house mysteriously burns down under mysterious circumstances. So years later, of course, it was always a legend that the place was haunted, right? So there's a couple and a boy and a girl, teenagers, and they go out to, the house, right? And well, there's nothing left. It's just a stone chimney. And I remember driving by this, and you could only see the slab in the old stone chimney. And so they go out there, and I can't remember what happens. They didn't know what they never found out what happened. That's what it was. And the girl ended up dead. And the boy lived, but his hair was dark white. And he had black hair. But when they finally found him, his hair was stark white, and the little girl was dead.
Wow.
So,
wow. Yeah, I don't even know what to say to that.
On the Paranormal Show and Tell show we do on the Blondes and Booze on Wednesday nights, we did a segment on the Huska Castle, and it's like this fortress built around the hole in the ground that is supposed to be the gateway to hell, right?
Right.
And so they would take prisoners up there, and they actually put a man on a rope and lowered him down in this hole so they could tell them what's down in there. Well, anyway, when they put him down in there, he started screaming and yelling, and when they pulled him back up out of there, his hair was white.
Interesting.
Like that.
Yeah, that's weird.
And then Krista, we had Thomas Ferrario from Marley Woods. Said that from him investigating out there that his hair just it seemed like overnight went completely white, like it is today.
That's odd. What do you think?
So I was wrong. I have to correct myself. She was not dead. The girl. She was never seen it.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
what it was. She was never seen again, and his hair was white, and he was like catatonic state.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and what honestly, and you hear about that all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
there are people who take certain medications that will either, turn their skin a different color or turn their hair white or, but what could scare someone so bad that their hair would turn white?
Right.
Yeah.
Or what was around that, like, I don't know, like, did they get some sort of, I don't want to say infrasound or something, but just something that caused it to turn white? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, a ramp up in EMF, maybe, something.
yeah, I don't know.
Because you would think that a prolonged exposure would basically remove your hair,
Mhm.
but I don't know. Maybe that's a form of radiation that it turned white. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we need to ask Greg what scared the hell out of him.
Yeah, there you go. But the trauma, like people are saying, absolutely. I could definitely see that.
Yeah, I mean, there's something that causes that because I mean, I've heard the story
Mhm.
time and time again where people's hair turned white, and it's usually after a traumatic experience that is paranormal.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That it's something that has to do with that.
Yeah.
I
I could
I
see
don't know.
that. When they say, people's hair's turning gray, and like people tell your kids, you're making me turn gray or whatever.
Yeah.
I kind of see where that comes from now.
Yeah, stress.
Not that kids traumatize you, but however, just the saying,
Well, you're talking about an infinite amount of stress, an infinite amount of stress in a concentrated
Right.
time.
God, Kimber.
I don't know.
that is kind of funny.
She says, seeing my ex now driving down the road gives a whole new meaning to the phrase I'd hit that.
Till I'd speed up.
Yeah.
And then I'd back up to see if I really did hit it.
Yeah, right. My dad, and I've got all this going on, right? And my dad, he had wavy black hair until the day he died.
Wow. Yeah, you just never know. Never know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dad, see, my brother gets me. He definitely got his hair from my dad, and his hair, and he's 14 years older than I am,
Mhm.
and he's just now turning gray.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning for that. Who knows? I don't
It's a
know.
genetic thing. I don't know. I don't.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, to have it go white overnight or
Yeah, that's
instantaneously,
not right.
I think we'd have to turn to science for that one.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Well, you know what, y'all, I'm going to look that up.
Well, because it is, it's possible. I'm sure.
Mhm.
But it'd be nice to know what could be a factor in that, and it would it pertain to some of these stories that we've heard.
Yeah.
Okay, so this says supposedly it is not possible for hair to turn white overnight. Hair color changes gradually over time as pigment producing cells in hair follicles called that word produce less melanin. While some rare conditions may cause rapid hair color changes, they do not occur overnight. Stories of people hairs turning white overnight are typically anecdotal and not scientifically supported. There's the loophole, because they're not saying that it doesn't happen. They're just saying that they can't explain it. That's all they're saying.
That is exactly what they're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So science can't explain it. So
Right.
it must be paranormal.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
There are several potential causes to hair turning white, including aging, genetic stress, disease, and exposure to chemicals or radiation.
Yep. So we talked about all of that.
Mhm.
So yeah.
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 I'm not dyeing my hair anymore. I'm letting it grow out naturally.
Yeah. There is but you know what? Your hair turn. You know what it's called? There's a syndrome for your hair turning white overnight.
What is it?
It's Marie Antoinette syndrome.
And
And-
what is that exactly?
Yeah.
It designates the condition.
I mean, do I
in
go
which
around,
scalp hair-
do you chop people's heads off and it happens?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it designates the condition in which scalp hair suddenly turns white.
Interesting.
So there is a thing. It is a thing.
Hmm.
It is a thing.
Science can't explain it.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you
Genetics, I understand to a point genetics, because I mean, if you have a tendency in your family to gray or even turn white early, a lot of people at a young age have gray hair, and which is genetics, and I get it, but I haven't seen any young person with like dark hair that's automatically turned white. I haven't seen that.
Right. You know what? I have dyed my hair for so many years. I couldn't tell you when I first got my first grays.
Do you remember your natural color?
Yeah, I've actually got pictures of my natural color, and it is not blonde. My
It's not fun.
yeah, I'm actually I got a lot of red in my hair.
Well, see, but you're
Really?
going blonde now.
Well, I'm going gray.
No, you're going blonde.
You're going blonde.
Just like my beard is blonde. My beard is blonde, platinum blonde. See,
Yeah.
We don't say gray anymore. Gray's
No,
the new
no.
blonde.
no,
There you go.
exactly.
There you go. We're gonna have to change the name to
That's
blonde,
right.
blondes and booze to ghost and grays or something
Ghost and grays.
instead of blonde
That's
and booze.
That's when we turn 70, Krista, it'll be Ghost and Grays. That's what we're
Ghost
gonna
and
do.
Grays.
Ghost and
There you
Grays at 70. Yeah, because we'll still be here doing this. You know what I mean?
Probably so.
Ghost and Grays.
Yep, that's funny. Yeah, I've
like-
dyed my hair blonde for so long, since I was probably, I don't know, 18 years old. And so I actually just quit doing it. I'm gonna let it grow out.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
And my hair has when I was young, I had what people would call a towhead. And my hair was virtually white. And so were my brothers. Their hair was virtually white. But over the years, my hair has darkened to like a sandy blonde type of thing. And I don't mind it as much, but it's like in the wintertime, it just looks a little mousy. You know what I mean? Like a little prairie mouse. And I'm like, I don't like it. I don't like it. So if my hair went totally white,
But see, here's
I
the
kinda
thing. though.
dig it.
So,
I
so
would dig it.
our hairs are blonde, and it blends better, like than someone with
Yes.
dark hair and goes gray. So that's why I'm
Right.
just doing it.
Yeah, because I would like to say if my hair went totally white today,
Mhm.
I would be absolutely fine with it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Me too. So I'm good with it.
Yeah, I mean, because a lot of women are walking around with that platinum blonde, which I don't even know. I don't think that's even blonde. I think that's just hair with absence of pigment. It's
Right.
just white.
Right.
I refuse. My beard is platinum blonde.
There you go.
Mhm.
Gray is the new blonde. I'm just saying.
Yeah. It's true. It really is true. There's a lot of people that are going gray, a lot younger than us, that are letting their hair go gray.
I was in high school with a guy that had white hair by the
Wow.
time he was 16.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Wow. My brother was pretty young when he started going gray. He was like probably mid-20s. He started getting some. Pancho says, how long does hair stay dyed? It stays dyed till it grows.
Until you cut it off, basically, or you again strip it of pigment.
Yep.
It's up to you how long you want to keep that. I mean, people, especially nowadays, they're coloring their hair this rainbow colors and all that stuff. It doesn't last very long.
Mm-mm.
They pay hundreds of dollars to have it done, and they can only keep it for maybe a month, and then it's washing out, and it's really dull after that. So then that's even stretching it for a month.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not worth it to color your hair, these days. It's just go natural. Let the white shine through.
I went through a phase when I used to just have a goatee, and I went through a phase where I would dye it because it was in the process of turning gray, and I'm like, oh hell no. And I was pretty young. I was in my 30s. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
hell
right.
no. And so I but I never could. I used the Just for Men stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
evidently I wasn't good at color. I wasn't good at it, evidently, because you're supposed to put it in there and then leave it 10 minutes and wash it out, right? And I would end up with a black freaking beard.
Oh wow.
And it didn't matter if I used the light gray, the light brown, the medium brown. It didn't matter. It's like for some reason it would just turn black. I was like, oh yeah, this looks freaking great.
Wow.
This works awesome.
Because I was trying to do it gradually, so it just wouldn't look like, oh yeah, that guy dies, And,
right.
But like, no.
I dyed my hair red once. I mean, complete red.
I did that too.
And with my skin tone and the blue eyes and all of that, it looked like I was born a redhead. So I mean, I could go that way, or to have my natural hair color as a blonde is fine, but I couldn't go like brown or even like a dark brown. It would look so unnatural that I would look like really bad. Just look that way, really bad.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's and I have seen the picture, and it's weird looking, in a good way. But I guess just because I've seen a picture with Monica with blonde hair,
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
and it's like, what? No, that's not. No, that doesn't work.
Yeah, I can't imagine Monica with
She probably went through her phase. Everybody goes through that phase where they like it a different color for a little while, and then eventually it all goes back or gray.
BJ says, Tex, at least it didn't turn purple. That happened to my hair. It dyed it auburn and it came out.
Or green. I mean, there is that factor of green.
I'll tell you what I did. My genius little kid thing mine did one time. So we were having a costume, it was Halloween. We were having a costume contest, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was in junior high when I did this. I was stupid. So I got this bright idea. I want to go as the Hulk, right? So I got this bright idea that to put green food coloring in my bath water.
How'd that work out?
Kidding.
Yeah.
So I turned myself green for a week.
That's hilarious.
I was green for a week.
That's funny.
Not just here and there. everywhere.
Oh
I was
no.
green head to toe for
Oh,
a
that's
week.
hilarious. How'd you get rid of it?
You can't. You just have to let it wear off. That's why I
That
green
was
for like
back
a week.
that
It may
was
have been
back
more than a
when
week, but I can't
like
remember
food
it.
coloring was like extra strength. You know,
Yeah.
where when you would dye Easter eggs, you would dye your hands, your arms,
Yeah.
and you ruined your shirt.
True. Yeah.
Well, but I mean, I didn't put just one bottle. Okay. It was like several, it was a bunch. I mean, this water was green, almost black. So yeah.
That's too funny.
Mm.
I'm just saying. So
Oh
how
my
long were you green? I got to
At
know.
least a week. At least
Just
a
a
week I
week?
was green. At least a week. I mean, this was a long time ago. I don't really remember, but I remember it taking like forever to go away. It may have been a couple of weeks or a month. Shit, I don't know.
Tex
Wow.
was the cryptid of his time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So my real hair color is the color of my son's beard. And I got a picture of my son and I will show you. And it's a lot redder than it looks in this picture, but he is a full red. But that is my real true hair color. That is my son and my true hair color. True story. And it's just as bright as red, especially when the sun shines. Yeah. And that is my hair color. Yeah. Yep. Well, Brandy, you've met my son, so you've seen
Yes.
he's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a redhead. Absolutely, 100%.
Yep. He definitely took after his mother.
That's a good looking couple. They make a good looking couple.
Thank you. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my
Very
son. Thank you. Yeah. So Brandy, you got any pictures of your real hair color?
I don't. I mean, like I said, my hair is blonde. It's just what version of blonde it is now. It's just like a sandy blonde. It's kind of and being a blonde, of course, we know that it's darker in the wintertime and it's lighter in the summer.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's just a drab, sandy blonde. I mean, this is just a little lighter than what it is, and
There you
that's it.
go.
That's it.
That's it. That works.
Nothing crazy. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot more gray now, so I'm looking like I'm getting highlights again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's look like I'm getting highlights.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's right.
I'm telling
That's
you, Ghosts and Grays, it's coming.
Exactly.
I think I've got a picture of me when I had my beard dyed.
Let's see it.
I'm looking, see if I've got it.
Oh, Greg says Brandy has pretty hair.
Ah, thanks.
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 She says thanks.
Is it on shucks?
Oh, yucks.
That reminds me
Okay,
of like
yeah.
the Little Rascals. Oh shucks, Darla.
Now, folks, I know that I'm in a Halloween costume, but the beard color was not part of the costume. Okay, I'm just saying.
Okay.
So here you go.
So that's your real hair color?
No,
that's a wig.
That's a dyed color.
Well, I know the
That's
hair.
my dye job on my.
I'm talking about the
see
beard. You dyed it?
I dyed it. It's black.
Ah.
It's a good thing you got a black wig. That's all I got to say about that.
Yep.
I didn't have no choice.
How'd you get it that black? Just like a dark.
No, it was like medium brown, and it was like,
And it turned
that's
out
what
black.
it did. Yeah, it just turned black for some reason. I don't know.
That's too funny.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, Krista, we've been on for an hour and a half, and we've got to get stuff together so we can go on Spaced Out Radio at 11 p.m. Central, everyone. So we're going to have to say goodnight for now.
Yep. Real quick, I want to thank Bigfoot Michigan Rob, Keith from 1675, Joe Two Pops, and Kelly Sandiford. Thank you all.
Thank you so very much. Like I said, we're going to be on, so just hop on over there at 11 p.m. Central if you'd like, and check us out with Dave Scott.
Yeah. Yep. Come see us. And then Tuesday, I believe Rob has it's Tuesday or Wednesday. Don't he have Dave Scott on?
I think it's Tuesday.
New Year's Day.
Mhm.
New Year's Day.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Okay, maybe it's Wednesday then. So yeah, lots of Dave Scott there coming up. Anyway, everybody, we appreciate y'all, and yeah, we'll see everybody tomorrow.
Tomorrow night. Tonight if you go to SOR, and tomorrow night on gosh, what are we on tomorrow night? You're on Paul's show.
Paranormal Paul, then Donny Cho, and then
Donny Cho, and then Late Night with the Gals and BMR. There you go.
Yep.
Well, and now Tex.
And now Tex.
And now Tex.
All right, guys, we will see everybody tomorrow night. Y'all have a good night.
We'll see
Good night,
y'all later.
everybody.